part 2 of how to manage your unwanted behavior towards your kids. You have to remember, screaming, yelling at your kids is coming from unmet needs. And to figure out what those needs are, you need to go to your emotions and what you're actually experiencing. So you're not externalizing, you're not lashing out at them, but you're not internalizing, you're not suppressing. There is a way to be authentic with yourself in the moment where you can regulate. You can say, I'm wanting to scream right now, and I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to do it because that's not good for you. It's not good for me. It causes me so much guilt and shame. Like, it's not good for me. It doesn't actually feel good to do that. And I'm not actually getting my needs met. Like, big picture, I'm not going to do this behavior, and I'm going to meet my needs. And I'm going to do that by acknowledging and feeling my feelings in the moment. Like, I'm angry right now. I think we're kind of late for school. Hold on a second. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. That's not my fault. Let's figure out a way to work together where we can do that. Oh, okay, mommy's okay. Are you okay? Sorry, mom had a moment. You will see them calm down. You will see them. That's what repair looks like in real time, is changed behavior. Now, the 2 skills to prevent this unwanted behavior, one is called a hate list. A hate list is in the morning when, before the kids have woken up, taking 10 minutes to literally write down everything that you hate, everything that is bothering you. There is neuroscience behind this. It's a skill called name it to tame it. So there's 2 sides of your brain. One side is very linear and linguistic. It's where the words are. One side is where the emotions are. And what we need to do is bridge the 2. And so when we have this unwanted behavior and we're overwhelmed, it's usually and we're used to invalidating ourselves. We're used to being like, oh, this is happening for no reason. We're not used to having self-compassion. That's like, oh, this is actually for a good reason. I have unmet needs. Once we practice that, more is going to come up, like more that bothers you, that doesn't have anything to do with your kids. Like, oh, my husband actually doesn't give me space. Like, and I don't ask for it, and I don't know how to ask for it, and I don't even know if I was to get it, what I would do with it. Like, it kind of can open a can of worms, and that's what the hate list is for. Every single day in the morning, what I want you to do is go in the notes app on your phone, or write down, maybe that's better, in your journal or whatever, and write down everything you hate. Do you hate the color of your house? Do you hate your body? Like, this is okay. Remember, when you're doing this, everything is okay. We just need to get it out. It's something called name it to tame it. When you're naming it using this side of your brain, it tames this other side of your brain and brings down the intensity of what you're feeling. And when you can validate yourself and say, oh, I'm going into every day with all of this stuff in the back of my mind, this mental load of emotional crap that's in my mind that I don't give myself a minute to even acknowledge. And so because I don't acknowledge it, this is what's running the show. Because all of these things in my head are happening, all of these unresolved conflicts that are happening, I have so many unmet needs, and I'm so pissed about it. And unfortunately, it takes me being about to crack to finally have to acknowledge myself and finally have to do something different. And that's what these tools are, okay? So that's what a hate list does. Every morning I want you to do it. And even if you're going to bed right before you go to sleep, and maybe you struggle falling asleep, which would make sense if you have all of these unmet needs and all of these things that are just in your head constantly that are not being validated, attuned to, understood, and like made aware of. That's what a hate list is for getting it all out of your head and onto something real, so where you can look at it and be like, oh, oh yeah, makes sense. That's the phrase of self-compassion. Oh, makes sense. Every day and every night, I want you to do this and watch how your body calm down. Watch it calm down. You're probably calming down watching me right now because I see you and I get it and I feel you, and I do this for a living, and I know that once people can do this stuff, things change because they know what they're actually dealing with. So that's a hate list. And the second thing is to forecast your emotional weather. We know that all unwanted behavior comes from unmet needs, and that to figure out what those needs are, we have to acknowledge and figure out what our emotions are. Our emotions are what are gonna point to our needs. For example, if you're like really disappointed at something, the need is like you have an expectation. That's what disappointment is. It's oh, I had an expectation, like based in something real or assumed in my head. Say your kid is 10 years old and they don't brush their teeth by themselves. Like, You might be disappointed if that's still happening, and that's because you have an expectation in your head, and that's okay. Is that based in something real and true, or is that based in like something that you heard about that you don't agree with or something? You know, so much of what we know and what we do is like subconscious because of things we've learned over time that we're not aware of. You know that unwanted behavior comes from unmet needs, and emotions are the way to get there. Emotions are like the weather. Yes, it changes, but you need to learn from it and grow. You know, it's like a thunderstorm is coming. You can't just go out in the same clothes that you normally wear, right? Like, you need to be prepared and know that you need a raincoat, you need rain boots, like, or maybe today is not the day to go outside, it's a day to stay inside. On top of a hate list in the morning, this is another tool to actually prevent these blow-ups, this unwanted behavior, because you're saying in your head like, oh, going to the park, that's when I scream and yell. That's when I scream and yell. What do I need at the park? Is it because it's too hot? Is it because we stay there too long? Is it because I don't have anybody to talk to there and I'm bored? Is it because my kid has a behavior issue that we're dealing with right now? Like, what are your unmet needs? Because this behavior, again, is coming from unmet needs and unprocessed emotions. And the reason it's causing you so much distress and hopelessness is because it's not what you want and you don't know how to fix it. So in the morning and at night, a hate list and forecasting your emotional weather. How can I make this day enjoyable and controllable for me, where I am managing myself? I have to put my oxygen mask on first. As a parent, that's what we have to do for our kids. And when we do this for ourselves, they're gonna learn to do this for themselves. That's gonna strengthen your relationship between the two of you, because you're all on the same page. You're all being authentic emotionally and with what you need, and you know how to communicate and live in a way that aligns with what you want, and your behavior matches that. Guys, please remember, you're not alone. This takes practice and time, especially this first part, but with support, with a therapist, with friends, with people like me online, we can do this. We have to do this, and you got this.